Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and another online tutorial by Jenie concept. If you are new here, you are welcome, and if you are an old subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and for watching our videos. If you are yet to subscribe to our channel, please kindly do so by clicking on the subscription button and also on the bell icon to enable you get notifications on all new uploads. Also like, comment and share our videos. In today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to make a simple embellished fascinator design. The materials needed for this tutorial include your fascinator base, which could be either an already made base or a molded base. Be needing your fabric, either a net or a lace fabric, elastic or hairband, measuring tape, matching color of thread and needle. Be needing gum, either your UAG gum or your candle gum and glue gum, as well as accessories for embellishment such as trimmings, brooches, feathers and so on. Design that we're working on, I have my base here. This is an already made fascinator base. I got it this way from the market. It comes in different colors, so you can either work with this or you mold a base yourself. However, this is what I'm working with. Then we'll also be needing either your net or lace, which is this. Now the essence of the lace or the net is to wrap the base in order to give it a different outlook. Then to know the exact measurement of fabric you should cut out, that is the lace fabric or the net fabric, just get your measuring tape, round your base this way and measure it. So I have about 8.5 inches here. Then I have to also add allowance for excess fabric, which I'm going to use in folding my fabric over to the other side of my base. So I can try to add half an inch or 1 inch, whichever one works for me. So then I can decide to cut out 10 inches in total. That is the fabric that covers both this surface and the excess allowance, which I have to fold over. So I will measure out 10 inches on my fabric and I will cut it out. That is 10 inches by 10 inches, 10 inches for both the width and the length. Please, this is not a constant measurement because the size of measurement you use on your fabric depends on the size of your own base. Your own base could not be exactly this, it could be a molded base. So whatever you are working on, that's just how to get the measurement for the fabric to be used. Okay, and then here I have my fabric cut out already. Now you first have to check your fabric if it is the kind of fabric that has both the wrong side and the fine side. The fine side of your fabric should face your working surface, while the wrong side should be facing you. Now get your fascinator base and then place in it. Okay, we're going to be wrapping this fascinator base with this fabric this way. So that's what we're going to do. So the wrong side of your fabric should be facing you, and then the fine side should be facing the working table. So when placing your fascinator base, the wrong side now will be facing the fascinator base. Now get your gum, and then we're going to be applying gum round the tip of this fascinator base, so that we can now proceed to cover it with our net fabric. So this is what I'm going to do round till I've applied glue round it. And as soon as I'm done, I will allow air to pass through it a bit so that it gets a little bit dry before I start gluing down my fabric. Now when working with a fabric, that is when wrapping a fascinator base with a fabric, you start from two opposite sides. yes, let's say that is, you work with the direction of the cardinal point: north, south, east, west. You start with those 4 points first before you now extend it to the other side. So I'm going to start now. So this is it now. I've started from these two ends. You fold it down and please drag it in so that the surface can be smooth and fine. Okay, so start from both sides and then drag it in. And as soon as you are done with the two opposite sides, I'm going to start with this other side. I'll bring this down and then I'll drag it in. And then I'll come over to this side and take it in again. Like I said earlier, drag it in so that the front has to be smooth and fine. And then you have these edges left. Now you can start working. So I'll come down here and then fold in this edge. And also fold in this edge. So this is it. It's coming in place. All that's left for me now is to adjust it. So I'm just going to adjust it and arrange everything well, then I'll get back. So this is the surface of my work, and then this is the inner part of my work. As you can see, I'm done folding in and I've glued down the edges. So I'll proceed to get my scissors and I'm going to be trimming off the excess. So I'll use my scissors in doing this. I will trim off the excess. And this will be the inner part of my work, and then this is how it looks like. Having completed this, we'll now move to the next stage, which is attaching of our elastic to our base. And then I have my elastic here. I'll be making use of this thin elastic. However, in place of elastic, you can use your hairband or any other kind of elastic that suits you. And then I'll proceed to get my measuring tape and I'll measure out about 12 inches. Just place this here, take my measurements and cut off the excess. So this is what I have as soon as I'm done cutting off. Now your elastic is going to sit this way at the side. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to illustrate. So we'll have to tack this down to the side of the cap, starting from one side. For tacking, you can either use your fishing line or your matching color of thread to do this. Now while tacking, we'll have to tack in such a way that the tacking will not be visible on our fascinator base. So I'm just going to start by passing my needle and thread in. Okay, I'm passing it inside the elastic. This is it. My needle is passing through the elastic to the other side. And then I have my thread out. I'm going to take it back through that same spot where my thread just came out from, so that the thread doesn't show. So I'll take it back inside through that same spot my thread was coming out from, and then coming out of the elastic again. Now this is what I get. I'm going to continue repeating the same procedure, sewing in through my elastic until it comes out of the other side. And then as soon as I'm done that, my thread is out, I'll take it back inside again. I'll pass through that same exact spot where my thread is coming from, so that the thread doesn't end up being visible. I'll take it in and then bring it on the other side. So this is what I will do till I'm sure that my elastic is well secured. And as soon as I'm done for this side, I'll get the second side and place it directly opposite the first side and tack it down using the same pattern so that I can add my elastic to my cap. So after sewing down my elastic to the side, this is what I get. This is the front view and this is the inner view of my cap. Then what I'll do next is to cover the edges. You can either use your Peter Charm ribbon, your bias, or your trimming to cover the edges. Here I have my trimming and I'm going to be working with this. I will get gum and apply on it from one end to the other. And then as soon as I'm done applying gum, I will now get it and get my base and use it in covering the edges of my work this way, even in covering my already sewn elastic. Please, while working with gum, endeavor to be very careful so as to avoid gum stains on your work. And as soon as I'm done with that, this is the final outlook. So this is the inner part of my fascinator base and this is the outer part. We'll now proceed to embellishing the fascinator base with our accessories. In our fascinator base, I have my brooch, I have these feathers, these arrow feathers, and I also have this featherless stalk here. Now, embellishing your fascinator solely depends on you and the design you want to achieve, and also on your level of creativity. Now, I can try to combine any of these, probably place these two down this way, get my brooch and place on top, or get any other flower accessory, something of this sort, and then place on it, or I get these other feathers and place it down this way, and or place it this way, either this way, and then place my brooch on it down like this, or place it in a cross form and place my brooch on it, or just place one of it and one of the featherless stalk this way. So just to be creative, explore, try as many options as possible. Now I'm going to be working with these two feathers and my brooch for embellishment. I'll also be needing my gum as well as my needle and thread. I'm going to be tacking these two designs, these two feathers, down to the middle of my cap base this way. I'm making use of my needle and thread. Now tacking, there's no particular method as to tacking. The only thing is that while tacking, ensure that your thread is not visible. And I said in place of thread, you can as well make use of fishing line. So I'm going to use my needle and thread and secure this. You can as well use your candle gum and glue gun. All you have to do is to plug it and ensure that it's plugged, and then you work with it. But then I'll be tacking down this to stuck together. So after doing that, I'm going to get back. Now when you pass your needle and thread from the other side, ensure that you're passing it back through the same spot so that it doesn't show, okay, so it's not visible. And then when you're passing it inside back, pass it through that same spot and then bring it out. As soon as I'm done tacking, this is it in place. This is the inner part of my work, so I'll just secure my thread and cut off the excess. I would like to also use my candle gum and my glue gun to further reinforce it. I just apply little to also help me hold it down in place. Finally, I have my brooch accessory here, and I'm going to be placing it at the top this way. So I'm going to get my gum, apply gum on it, and then place it down this way and allow it to dry, and that will be the final outlook of my design. I'm all done. So with the aid of my glue gun and my candle gum, I was able to attach my brooch on my feathers and my fascinator base. So this is the final outlook of my design, and I have the inner outlook this way. So this is all that there is to this particular fascinator design. You can decide to further embellish, maybe adding pearls, covering the edges with trimmings and all that. It just depends on you, the level of creativity, and the kind of design you want to achieve at the end. So this is all for me. And this brings us to the end of this tutorial. I hope you have learned something new from this tutorial. Please, if you are here to subscribe to our channel, kindly do so by clicking on the subscription button. Also like and share our videos, and finally leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you so much.